Hello everybody, this is Leonardo Aileron and coming for more first impression. And I think for this one, I'm gonna talk about multiple anime at once. As in, there is a couple of anime that I don't think I have to talk a lot to say what I think. And I think first I'm gonna talk about Dead Alive season 3. Personally, I am pleasantly surprised by this new season. I watched the first two seasons, even though I watched it a bit late when the second season ended. That's when I started watching season one. I was quite amused and quite surprised because I thought this would be a much more trashier anime. But it is not. It has surprisingly a decent comedy and good actions, and the art quality is pretty consistent. And even though there are some questionable girls that I don't like, such as the main female characters Toka and Origami that I really don't like, and to some extent I really don't like Yoshino, but it's more like I don't like Yoshino, but I don't dislike her either. But my point being is that for having such a seemingly trashy harem premise, that life was quite entertaining, and I've managed to watch until the end of season two. I've watched the both of the OVA and the movie. The second OVA is really good, and the movie also is very good. I really recommend for who watched Dead Alive to also watch the movie. It is surprisingly good, and the characters were developed really nice. There are plenty of good scenes, and it is also very funny. My point is that this is Dead Alive, even though it seems like a trashy anime, but it is. I don't think it is. I personally really like it. And then when season 3 is announced, I was surprised because it took like 5 years before this anime got season 3. And I was fairly being realistic, being skeptical, but and realistic. But I also think that it could work. But at the same time, if it doesn't work, if it turns out to be bad, I'm not gonna feel so bad. One thing, because I know from even though I don't read the novel, but I know from the illustration, from a bunch of Sunako's character designs, I know that there will be more girls coming in, and for series like this, usually adding more girls will be will turn the series into worst thing because we have more characters to juggle. It is one reason why I don't watch Index anymore, Toaru Majutsu no Index anymore. And also why I think Strike the Blood has become worse, even though I still enjoy the hamminess and the the ridiculousness of the series. But my point is that I am being realistically skeptic about this season. But surprisingly, after 4 episodes, it's been really good. I was surprised because the scenes were handled well. The art was for some odd reason the art in episode one was pretty average, but the art was fake in episode two onwards, and it become better. It has better lines and better color and more details. Basically, don't judge by episode one. This is an odd situation where episode one is worse than later episodes. And I was pleasantly surprised by the story. It was handled pretty tastefully, even though there's 4 episodes so far. There's not so many trashy fan service scenes, unless you count some of the transformation scene in episode 4. Even though that is pretty tame, and I'm glad that they don't overdo the fan service scene, which makes me want some trashy fan service in episode 5 or 6 later. This is what I said, that what I call the out effect of harem fan service genre. If you build up your anime slowly and do some very mild and basic fan service, after a couple of episodes, you make the viewers want to actually see some boobs, some thighs, some armpits, because you have built up your anime properly. You can kinda get a pass for making some trashy scenes, But anyways, the story is so far is surprisingly good. It is handled well. I really like the mystery in episode 2 and 3. The new character Natsumi is also, I think, is handled pretty well. It managed to be it managed to have high stake and being exciting and intense, but at the same time not too serious or edgy. Uh, what else I want to talk about Dead Alive? If you are already a fan of Dead Alive, I think you will enjoy this new season so far. I hope that it will retain the quality for future episodes. I hope, but I am enjoying it. I am enjoying it so far.